I don't know why I'm nervous. Um, Hi, everybody. I am Indica Ginger, or Danielle, whatever you want to fucking call me. I don't really give a shit. But I am Indica Ginger, and I have never made a YouTube video before where it was made specifically for YouTube, and I'm not really sure how to even go about doing this or where to even begin. So, for those of you that do know me, hi. I'm finally going to the YouTube route. I'm finally gonna make YouTube videos, or at least attempt to, seeing as I guess it depends on how this goes. That's the best way to put it. So basically, I'm a Twitch streamer. I have been streaming on Twitch for a whole year today. Ooh, so I made it a whole fucking year on Twitch. I am a variety streamer. I play different video games. Sometimes, well, mainly I'm just chatting, just hanging out with my chat. I get stoned. Yes, I do have an ugly mark here and an ugly mark here. Just ignore them. I don't know how to not pick at my face, and I did not feel like putting makeup on after a long day of streaming and then streaming on my OnlyFans. So I just wanted to wind down and make this video. So basically, I want to talk about what my life has been like for the last year since I got on Twitch. I am in the top 1% on Twitch for English streamers. I don't have the biggest following, but I have a very, I guess you could say, rapidly growing following, which was extremely unexpected. I never in a million bazillion years expected to have over 2,000 followers in less than a year on Twitch, and excuse me, to be able to say that I could do that in less than a year was pretty fucking amazing. But what I can say is where it started was on a much higher note than where my year ended. So basically, let's go back a year ago. So a year ago, I decided, while watching my husband stream, he decided he was gonna try streaming, and he had started streaming for about a day, and I was like, well, that doesn't look so difficult. And I had friends for years that had told me that I needed to start streaming, and I never really listened. I figured it was just like, something that was more of a hobby that people do, and I was like, I don't think I can do that. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. And then I decided, when I saw him doing it, well, that actually looks pretty easy. Maybe I should just give it a try. So I tried it, and the first time I went live was October 11th of last year, and I streamed The Sims 4. I did a Rags to Riches challenge with the Soul mod on. And if you don't know what the Soul mod is, it's a slice of life mod which makes the game a little bit more difficult. And I also had Wicked Whims on. These mods make it a little bit more difficult for you to play the game. So it makes the game a little bit harder. And I don't know why, but my camera just cut off and then changed directions on me. It was facing the other way. So that was fun. Anyways, so what I was saying is, I had started with The Sims 4, Rags to Riches, and I didn't really have a whole lot of viewers. I did have people that came in and talked to me, and I did get quite a few followers. I had gotten up to like 38 followers in my first 3 days or 4 days or something like that, which isn't really a lot, but I was close to it, and I was on my way to 50, and then like 4 days after I started streaming, I got follow botted by 980 bots. So I was like, neat. That kind of just fucked up all of my stats, because I'm one of those people where I want to do everything genuinely and organically, and to have all those follow bots follow me, it was just devastating for me. So I didn't understand what the fuck was going on or why it happened. And I was like, well, I'm not even an affiliate. Like, why is this shit happening to me? Anyways, so I got follow botted. And then about a week or 2 weeks after I started streaming, I was streaming The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time when a friend of mine, I'm not going to disclose any names on YouTube. Um, any name disclosures are on my OnlyFans. I don't really do a lot of name disclosing on Twitch, and I don't want to disclose names on YouTube either. So with respect to that person, it's where I met this person, and he had come into my stream. He brought over his friends and his community to meet me, and next thing you know, I'm in a whole new community of people. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my light. A whole new community of people, and making a lot of new friends and meeting a lot of new people. And it was definitely an interesting experience. And then I had started to develop friendships with people who, let's just say, had a little more of a quirky personality. She was an artist, and she definitely showed a lot of signs of just instability as far as mentally goes, which, I mean, I'm not the kind of person that's going to shame somebody for that. I have my own problems. So I kind of attached myself to her because I felt like she needed somebody to kind of like be there for her and help guide her or help her with whatever she needed help with, because she just always seemed so frazzled, like she was such a damsel in distress. So I got really attached to her. We became good friends. We actually ended up starting a podcast and shit together. That didn't end up so well. But we got really close, and through that, when we did the second or third episode of the podcast, somebody that I was following, that I'd become friends with, had rated my stream during the podcast. And with that came somebody that was running a glass company for bongs and shit like that. And they were actually a pretty relatively known company, because they had worked with companies that were, pretty renowned companies that, you want to work with. So their names were, they were known names. So they had decided that after they came into my stream that night, they liked watching me stream, they liked watching the podcast, and they decided that they were going to sponsor me, and they were going to sponsor her because they were sponsoring me, even though she didn't dab, and they were mainly for dab rigs and all that jazz, whatever. Anyways, so that's all irrelevant. So we ended up talking to these people, getting the business arrangement set up. As far as I knew, I was set to be the business end of things. She was doing the artistic side of things. She was handling all the scenes and making all the stuff for them, the people from the glass company. She was making stuff for them and making little browser sources for me to put into my OBS, so that when I was streaming, I would have their labels and stuff up. And she was doing the art side of everything and the creativity side of everything, while I was kind of handling the business side of things. And there was no monetary agreement anywhere. Nobody was getting paid for anything. It was literally like, we're going to send you some pieces. We'll talk about that possibly in the future, but there was no monetary agreement whatsoever. There was no contract. There was no nothing like that. So we agreed to that. And then during this time, I had developed a inappropriate relationship with somebody that I had met on Twitch back when I first started. And when I say inappropriate relationship, I mean we were texting a lot. He lived halfway across the country. All we could do was text, and we would video chat sometimes in Discord. But needless to say, it was an inappropriate relationship to have outside of your marriage. And Jimmy was not happy about it when he found out about it. And one night when I was getting ready to do the podcast, I literally had just left voice chat with this girl, and I told her I was going to go and finish getting ready, and then we would go get the podcast. It was 15 minutes. I would see you in 15 minutes. We were going to start the podcast at 9 o'clock, which was the time that we were going to start it. And during the time that I was literally in the bathroom, Jimmy had seen something on my PC where that person had popped up, and he like lost his shit and came back there and started like freaking out because I hadn't deleted that person or blocked that person, and that's because I was still having an inappropriate relationship with them, which I'm willing to admit now. So that night I decided I'm done, I'm not going to stay here, I'm leaving Jimmy. And I texted her and I told her what was going on, told her I was leaving. That was it. So the next day I get up and I come out here, and Jimmy is sitting there in voice chat with everybody, and I mean everybody, from this whole group of people that we were hanging out with a bunch of streamers, people that were following me, and the person that was sponsoring us. And apparently that girl had gone into voice chat with all of these people and told everybody that I was cheating on my husband, that well, that was the only thing she said that was true, but she told everybody that I was reported for spousal abuse, that I am mentally unstable, that I am a user, that I get content, or I get views off other people's content, and just a whole bunch of really nasty, vicious lies to say about somebody who's literally done nothing to you. So she, for some reason, hates me and then turns everybody against me. And like, I get it. I fucked up. I hurt my husband, but I don't understand how what happened between my husband and I affected everything else in my life at that point in time. It should not have even been a thing to everybody else. Nobody else needed to know about it, but unfortunately, everybody did know about it. So I left. And I was gone for a few months, and I continued to talk to that guy for a bit, and then it kind of fizzled out. I decided that I wanted to make things work with Jimmy, and I started working on things with Jimmy. We started dating again, and at this time, because she had taken my podcast and decided to put me on blast all over the internet, even though I refused to say a fucking word about her, I didn't say anything. She decided to put me on blast and talk about me all over her page and all over her Discord. But she would do it in the moderator section, not realizing that my husband was still a mod and he could see everything that she was saying. So she was exposing herself, basically, like, whatever. Anyways, so she was still dragging me and all that stuff. And at that point, I lost a lot of followers because she basically made it out like I was this just evil fucking person, when in reality, I was just a woman that was unhappy in my fucking marriage. And I'm not saying that there's anything right about what I did. I am saying that I take fucking accountability for it, and that I regret doing it, and that it was none of her business to begin with. And then for her to go on and make up vicious lies about me is just absolutely fucking insane. So basically I blocked her, and she hasn't existed to me since February. So it was either February or March. It might have been March. Either way, she doesn't exist to me. So I left, I moved out, I went and I stayed with my friend for a while, and I continued to talk to the guy, and then Jimmy and I decided we were going to start dating. So we started dating. We were dating, we were getting along great. My channel was on the rise, like everything was taking off. I was making more money than I'd ever made on Twitch, which wasn't a lot. It was just more than what I was expecting to make, or anybody expected me to make in my first year on Twitch. There's people that have been working on Twitch for years that never make what I was making a few months ago. And so basically I guess I hit like a plateau. I don't know. But basically, hold on a second. So I guess I hit like a plateau or something. So basically, Jimmy and I decided to get back together. We got back together. My streams were still kind of, hit and miss sometimes because I was also going on vacations a lot. I was missing streams a lot because I was doing stuff. I wasn't streaming as consistently as I was before, so obviously I was going to lose some support there. But then I met this girl who came into my life, and she became my friend, and then she became my moderator on my chat, and she was my moderator in my Discord. Like, I had her as everything. She was an editor on my channel, so that if I like were to fall asleep or something like that on Twitch, she was able to raid out for me or whatever, do whatever I needed her to do to, moderate my chat. So I have her do all that for me, and she's like totally for it. She loves it. She's like honored that I gave her that role. Thought she was my friend, and we were talking all the time, like all the time. And then she starts talking to this guy that, from what I had known about him from the past, was that he had a fallout with a streamer that I was friends with prior to everything happening with my husband. So he had a falling out with this person, so I had always just kind of like kept my distance from him. I didn't really know a whole lot about him. And then he raided me one night, so I decided, okay, well, I'll return the favor. And I turned around and I raided him, and I wasn't aware of it at the time, but the girl that I was friends with decided to start talking to him, like on a romantic level. So she starts talking to him, and he starts like going off the rails, like losing his fucking mind, like flipping out on his chat, ending streams just out of nowhere, downing bottles on stream, and just like, obviously, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? He was spiraling, for lack of a better word. He was spiraling out of control. So she's talking to him, he's spiraling, and she's freaking out to me. She's telling me, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be with him. He's so mean to me. He screams at me. He calls me and we just yell at each other. I don't want to do this. I can't be in this situation. My anxiety can't handle this, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, I have receipts of all this shit. I'm not going to bring them up, but I have them. So she starts sending me all this stuff, and I'm like, look, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you to do. You've got to like, just leave the community. If you need to leave, just leave the community. I will ban him. We can just wash our hands of him and be done with it. I'm always on your side. You know I got you. If you need me, I'm always going to protect you. And that's how I've always been with all of my mods and all of my community. If you need me, I'm going to protect you. It's my job to protect my community, but also it's a streamer's moderator's job to protect the streamer. So it was a very awkward situation for me because she was supposed to be protecting me. Meanwhile, I was somehow trying to protect her and be her hero. Anyway, so he starts getting more and more unstable, and she's like, I can't leave. I don't want to upset him. I feel like if I leave, I'm just going to piss off his whole community, and then the whole community is going to come after me, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm like, well, you got to just kind of deal with that. I was like, to be honest with you, as fucked up as it sounds, you're not a streamer, so you kind of have the option to just like change your name and be done with it. Like, you're not a streamer. You don't need to worry about people even knowing who the hell you are. You could literally just become somebody else entirely, and it wouldn't be a big deal. It's not like with me where I have a following and I can't just change my name and become somebody else. It doesn't work that way. But I told her, I was like, that's an option. You can always do that. You can go through and refollow all the people that you're following now and just become somebody completely fucking different, or still be yourself. Just be yourself as a different name so the people aren't triggered. And she was just not here for it. I don't want to upset his community. I don't want to upset his community. Okay, then I don't know what to tell you, babe. So then one day she's in a different person's chat, and he is cyber stalking her. He can see what she's doing all the time. He's constantly watching whatever community she's in, whatever stream she's in, he's there. Even if he doesn't follow these people, he knows that she's there. He knows who she follows and where she's at all the time, which was another thing that she told me about. So she was talking about him to another streamer, and while she was talking about him to another streamer, he had seen it, and he was also like getting ready to go live. So like right as he went live, she sent me the video of this. I have the video still saved on my phone. Right as he went live, he was freaking the fuck out because he had just seen that she was talking about him in this other guy's chat, and he's like dragging her and fucking just saying whatever he can possibly think to say, and he's using her name and like flipping the fuck out. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And she starts sending me all these messages showing me like what he's talking about and stuff, because I was sleeping during all this. So I get up and I'm like, okay, well, I need to stream. I stream every day. So I get up and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go live. And I immediately get up and I go live. Excuse me. And he comes in and immediately drops a lurk on my channel, which was completely expected because he knows that she's going to be there. She's my moderator, so he's going to jump into my chat immediately. So he jumps in and he drops a lurk on my channel. And whenever he would drop a lurk on my channel, typically I would shout him out. I didn't shout him out. So he immediately goes over to his stream and starts dragging me because I didn't shout him out. I didn't shout him out because I was thinking, why am I going to shout out somebody that I'm seeing behind the scenes is not stable? I'm not going to send my community over to support this person when I don't want to expose them to that. Like, I know that he has cussed out his chat. He has threatened his chat. He has just been completely fucked up towards his chat before. So why would I feed into that, right? I didn't mean to cuss. Damn it. This is a YouTube video. Stop it. Anyways, so So I didn't want to send my community that way. And then I'm streaming, I'm going, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then a little bit into my stream, she's freaking out. So I call her and I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, I paused my stream. I fucking muted my chat. Damn it, I cussed again. I muted my chat. And I called her and I was like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to help you. I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? So she's like, can we just ban him? And I'm like, if you want to, I'll ban him. I'll ban him right now. I'll do it so you don't have to. And she's like, yes, please. So I banned him. And immediately after I banned him, he sent me a message basically saying that I extort my community and that I'm just this sick, twisted human being and that I don't know anything about family or community and that I'm just a horrible person and I'm the most toxic streamer on Twitch. So I sat there for a moment and I was quiet, and then I lost it for like a second and I went off for about 2 minutes. And then that was it. And then I didn't say another word about it. I didn't acknowledge it. I was done with it. I didn't want to talk about it on Twitch. I didn't want the world to know what was going on. I wanted nothing to do with Twitch as far as that concerned. Well, throughout the next week, he's continuing to drag me, and I'm losing followers, and I'm losing viewers, and then I've got people coming in that are just coming in because they want to see what I'm doing on my stream to see if I'm feeding into the drama, because he's literally downing bottles and like dragging me and trashing me and just completely defamating my character while I'm just sitting there playing Ocarina of Time, minding my business, doing my thing. So yeah, he got banned for a month. He got a 30-day ban for that. I don't know what he got banned for. He was convinced that I was sending my army, which is absurd, sending my army over to report him for ban evasion, which is, what? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. I didn't even know you had a ban to be ban evading. But evidently, it's my fault that you got banned, even though you were backing bottles on stream. Anyways, so that didn't make any sense to me. But he got a 30-day ban, and during that process, I lost a bunch of followers at the very beginning, and then it was like it had started to die down, and then I started to gain followers again, and things started to stable out. My views had started to stable out and everything. And then he got back on Twitch a few weeks ago, and things have kind of been kind of really iffy. Like, either my streams are really, really bad or really, really good. And I've also noticed that a lot of people that I've supported over the last, year, I'll go to their streams and I'll be banned. Just banned for, I don't know why. And it's happened quite a bit. And then even today I raided, and the person I raided seemed like uncomfortable that I had raided her. And it's not like it's the first time that I've raided her, but she seemed uncomfortable about it. And like the person in her voice chat seemed like he was like weirded out about it or whatever. And this is not somebody that was like a brand new person. This is somebody that I've raided before, that used to lurk on my channel, that's raided me before. So it really just kind of messed me up. But now it's at the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I want to consider myself part of the Twitch stoner community, because I feel like it's not really a community. It's just a bunch of people who are competing against each other to be the best stoner on Twitch, and I'm not here for it. So I've decided that instead of just sticking to Twitch, I'm going to branch out. So, of course, my OnlyFans is, I'm doing my thing there, and people seem to be enjoying it. I went live on my OnlyFans earlier. I went live on my OnlyFans last night. People seem to be enjoying the OnlyFans. And, I mean, like, for the price of a tier 2 sub on Twitch, you get to see me naked and stuff, and, like, it's good shit. So, like, I mean, at this point, if Twitch doesn't work out, I mean, I'm gonna just fucking aim for everything else. But I just decided, it's time for me to start fucking putting videos on YouTube. I'm tired of keeping everything in. I'm tired of not talking about what's happened, especially since my channel is finally a year old, and it's time for me to step up and defend myself. Like, I let this person bully me. I've let these people, not this person, but these people, this fucked up community, bully me for the past 11 months. For what? For what? Like, who are you? You're literally no better than me. You're no better than anybody. And then there's people that are like, oh, well, don't come lurk on my stream because it's promoting yourself. And I'm like, dude, what? Some of you need to get off your fucking high-ass horses and look in the mirror, because you're not special. I'm not special. You're not special. You're just another person who has enough balls to stand in front of a camera and talk to yourself. That's the bottom line. And you know what? With that being said, I have been talking to myself for about 30 minutes now, and I think it's time we cut this video short. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first YouTube video where I talked about everything. I just did it without exposing names. If you want to hear the names, you can check them out on my OnlyFans, which is in my link tree, is linked in my bio. If you like my video and you want to see more videos like this, or if you have any ideas for more videos in the future, make sure you like the video and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get notifications for videos in the future. I am going to try and upload videos as much as possible because I'm trying to make a transition here. So yeah, if you like my content, please let me know. If you don't like my content, let me know in the comments. Tell me what I can do different. I know my background is not very good. I'm gonna work on that. My girlfriend is also sleeping in my streaming room right now, so I didn't really have the option to, pace back and forth at my streaming desk like I normally do. But yeah, so I just figured this will be a great way to just sit down and talk about what's really going on with me, what's really going on in my mind, the things that I don't feel comfortable talking about on Twitch, and the things that cause drama in my life because I fucking hate drama and I don't want it, and it keeps coming at me and I'm just done with it. But yeah, why do I keep feeling like I'm seeing somebody walking in my kitchen and there's nobody there? Like, this is like the 4th night in a row that that's been happening to me. Anyways, I love you guys. If you like this video, make sure you like the video. If you like my content or you like my face or whatever, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will be making more videos in the future. I love you guys, and check out my Twitch, I guess, but definitely check out my OnlyFans. I love you guys. Bye.